travel back in time, 95 million years, to a world ruled by giants. Among them, one reigned supreme. This is the story of Argentinosaurus, the largest land animal to ever walk the earth. Today, we're uncovering 10 incredible facts about this colossal titan. Fact number 1, its sheer size. Imagine an animal as long as 3 school buses parked end to end, stretching up to 115 feet. Standing tall, its head could reach the 5th floor of a building. Weighing in at a staggering 70 to 100 tons, Argentinosaurus was heavier than a dozen adult African elephants combined. Its name, Argentine lizard, pays homage to the country where its first fossils were unearthed, forever linking this giant to the land it once roamed. Second, how did we even discover such a massive creature? It all began in 1987 when a farmer in Patagonia, Argentina, stumbled upon what he thought was a giant piece of petrified wood. It wasn't wood. It was the shin bone of an Argentinosaurus, a single bone taller than a grown man. This accidental discovery sparked an excavation that would slowly reveal the skeleton of a true prehistoric behemoth, changing our understanding of life on Earth. Third, what did an animal this enormous eat? Argentinosaurus was a gentle giant, a herbivore that browsed the lush Cretaceous landscape. Its incredibly long neck, a marvel of biological engineering, allowed it to reach vegetation high in the treetops, far beyond the grasp of smaller dinosaurs. It would have spent most of its day eating, consuming hundreds of pounds of ferns, conifers, and flowering plants, just to sustain its immense body. Fourth, let's talk about its anatomy. The fossils we have are incomplete, but they paint a breathtaking picture. A single vertebra, one of the bones from its spine, was over 5 feet tall. Its thigh bone, or femur, was nearly 8 feet long. These pillar-like legs supported a barrel-chested body, and a long, muscular tail acted as a counterbalance to its equally long neck, creating a perfectly balanced, living mountain of flesh and bone. Fact number 5. How did Argentinosaurus defend itself? While it was a peaceful plant eater, its sheer size was its greatest weapon. Fully grown, an adult Argentinosaurus had no natural predators. Any carnivore, even the formidable Giganotosaurus that shared its habitat, would have thought twice before attacking such a colossal target. A single kick or a swing of its massive tail could have been instantly fatal to any would-be attacker. Sixth, Argentinosaurus didn't chew its food. Its small head housed peg-like teeth, which were perfect for stripping leaves from branches, but not for grinding them down. Instead, it likely swallowed stones known as gastroliths. These stones would grind against each other in its stomach, helping to break down the tough plant matter it consumed. This process, known as a gastric mill, was essential for digesting the vast quantities of food it needed. Seventh, how did these giants move? Scientists believe Argentinosaurus moved slowly and deliberately, its massive legs carrying it across the prehistoric plains at a walking pace of about 5 miles per hour. They likely traveled in herds, their combined footsteps creating seismic tremors that could be felt for miles. Imagine the sight, a family of these titans moving together, a slow, unstoppable force of nature reshaping the landscape with every step. Eighth, the mystery of their heart. Pumping blood all the way up that long neck to its brain would have required a circulatory system of immense power. Paleontologists estimate that the heart of an Argentinosaurus would have been the size of a small car, weighing over a ton. It would have needed to generate incredible blood pressure to ensure a constant supply of oxygen to its brain, a true feat of biological engineering. Ninth, their life from egg to adult. Argentinosaurus began its life in an egg no larger than a football. The babies that hatched would have been tiny compared to their parents, making them vulnerable to predators. They had to grow incredibly fast to reach their adult size and safety. This rapid growth rate is one of the most astonishing aspects of their biology, transforming them from small, defenseless hatchlings into the largest land animals of all time. And finally, our 10th fact, their legacy. Argentinosaurus and other sauropods like it represent the absolute peak of terrestrial size. They pushed the boundaries of what we thought was possible for a land animal. They weren't just big. They were part of a complex ecosystem, shaping their environment just by existing. How did a creature this massive get enough to eat? Argentinosaurus was a herbivore, a plant eater with a voracious appetite. It likely spent most of its waking hours grazing, using its incredibly long neck as a feeding crane. This allowed it to reach vegetation that was inaccessible to other dinosaurs. It could sweep its head across vast areas of low-lying ferns and bush, or stretch high into the canopies of giant conifers, all without moving its enormous body. This efficient feeding strategy was crucial for consuming the thousands of pounds of plant matter it needed every single day just to survive. You might imagine such a giant would have teeth to match, but Argentinosaurus had simple, peg-like teeth. It didn't chew its food in the way we do. Instead, it used its teeth like a rake to strip leaves and branches from plants, swallowing them whole. What was life like for a young Argentinosaurus? It began in a surprisingly small package. Like all dinosaurs, Argentinosaurus hatched from eggs, likely no bigger than a soccer ball. These tiny hatchlings faced a world filled with danger. Predators that wouldn't dare challenge a full-grown adult would have seen a juvenile as an easy meal. To survive, they had to grow, and they had to grow fast. It's believed they experienced one of the most incredible growth spurts in the animal kingdom, gaining over 100 pounds every day during their adolescence. Survival was a race against time, a race to get too big to be eaten. How does a 100-ton animal even move? The key lies in its colossal pillar-like legs. These limbs were positioned directly beneath its body, unlike the sprawling posture of modern reptiles. This supported its immense weight efficiently, allowing it to walk with a slow, deliberate, yet powerful gait. Its feet were broad and padded, acting like natural snowshoes to distribute its weight and prevent it from sinking into the soft ground. While it wouldn't be winning any races, a herd of Argentinosaurus on the move would have been an unstoppable force of nature, their footsteps echoing like thunder across the prehistoric landscape. Living in herds was another key to their success. Fossil evidence from related sauropods suggests they were social animals, moving in groups that could include individuals of all ages. This offered protection. A wall of adult Argentinosaurus, with their powerful legs and whip-like tails, would have been a formidable defense against even the largest predators. Herds also allowed them to share knowledge, finding the best feeding grounds, water sources, and safe nesting sites. Within the herd, there was safety, community, and a better chance for the next generation to reach adulthood. The world of Argentinosaurus was very different from our own. 95 million years ago, during the late Cretaceous period, South America was a lush, tropical environment. Vast floodplains were crisscrossed by winding rivers, bordered by dense forests of conifers and ferns. The climate was warm and humid, creating the perfect conditions for plants to grow year-round, providing the endless buffet these giants needed. It was a world teeming with life, from buzzing insects to other massive dinosaurs, all playing a part in a complex and vibrant ecosystem that supported the reign of these gentle giants. Finally, why aren't there creatures like Argentinosaurus alive today? Its immense size was both its greatest strength and its ultimate vulnerability. It relied on a very specific set of environmental conditions: a warm climate, abundant space, and an endless supply of vegetation. As the climate changed and continents drifted, the ecosystems that supported these giants began to disappear. Their size made them slow to adapt. In the end, these titans who had dominated their world for millions of years couldn't outlast the slow, relentless march of geologic time, leaving behind only their fossilized bones as a silent testament to a time when giants truly walked the earth. From a single fossilized bone to a fully imagined giant, the story of Argentinosaurus is a powerful reminder of the incredible diversity of life that our planet has hosted. It pushes the limits of what we thought was possible for a living creature, and continues to inspire awe and wonder in all who learn about it. Thank you for joining us on this journey back in time. If you were fascinated by the world of these incredible giants, be sure to like, subscribe, and follow for more adventures into our planet's amazing past.